I've. Oh, I'm excited. Jet ski.
My only concern is he's done like a few episodes here and there of different soap. He did like 15 of Hollyoaks, 13 of Brookside, 19 of Emmerdale. Even then, it was back in 1993. So like, which fine, everyone's got work sometimes. But he hasn't seemed to have had like a. Well, actually, scratch that. He had 11 years away from doing anything. I think he did. So I don't know anything about this guy. He could be great. I'm just talking on my ass. Who knows?
But you're being the glass half full person. I'm the one saying that this is going to be the Citizen Kane of shark movies.
You're being the glass overfloweth.
Like you're not even glass like full. Like this is a full glass right here.
I will wait and watch the film. I will see this film. I look forward to it coming out, and I will watch it, and we will talk about it on a show.
You can bond
its own dedicated jet ski episode.
Kevin, that's why you're a gem, and that's why we love having you on, because I now know about jet ski.
If I'm good for nothing else, I'm good for feeding you good upcoming shark movies. There we go.
Exactly. Hey, I gave you Deep Rising. You gave me jet ski.
There we go.
I like it.
So, Kevin, any other thoughts on this chapter or the film overall?
I think that the chapter was a strong end to a strong movie. I can see why some people have said, boy, I kind of ignore the fact that Deep Blue Sea 2 ever got made, and I just go from 1 to 3.
I can see that happening.
3 is a good movie. Like, it is legitimately a fun shark flick. It's got good action. It's got surprisingly good special effects. The ending is lovely. Yeah, I think that they, after the drama with a hand-to-hand fight, getting to go face-to-face with a shark was a perfect way to end it. Big fan.
I don't want people to skip over 2, though. I feel like 2 was enjoyable to watch. You just need to go into it with the right frame of mind. Whereas 3, you can just go into expecting a good film, because you're going to get a good film.
Right.
But what do you want to plug, Kevin? Where can the listeners find you online?
Sure. I'm on Twitter at Kevin Culp. I've got a couple of role-playing games with Pelgrane Press, Swords of the Serpentine, Time Watch, Alhoot Trail. And if you are working in a round-the-clock company and have shift workers falling asleep, track me down and tell me, because that's what I deal with mostly in my day job.
Sounds good. Listeners, you can find more of my writing over at lifeversusfilm.com, Life vs Film, or listen to me once a month over on the official podcast of the large Association of Movie Blogs, otherwise known as The Lamb, which is the Lambcast. I do a movie trivia Lampardy episode over there, which is always fun. And if you have a movie blog or podcast and want to join the Lamb community, then come join us at largeassmovieblogs.com. Mark, what are your plugs?
Yeah, so go to moviesfilmsandflicks.com, moviesfilms on FLX, listen to the podcast, read all the reviews. I just put out a video with Fandom. I teamed up with them. We got a thing about Air Bud, how great Air Bud is at athletics. So go to Fandom on YouTube and watch that video. Go to Film Theorists on YouTube. I have my videos there. I now have a video coming out called How to Kill a Minion, where I researched the repair enzymes of lobsters to figure out how to age minions to kill them, because they are immortal and you cannot kill them with rockets.
What if you put one in a trash compactor? What would happen?
Not a chance.
What would happen?
Here's the thing. Okay, so you bring that up, but there's 10,400 of them, and they work.
I just want one.
One.
Just one.
Okay, so there's a scene. They can survive in space. They do get smushed a lot. There is a scene where one of them ingests a rocket and is totally fine. Another one gets hit by rocket shrapnel and its skin is impenetrable. So they don't seem to have bones per se.
They're a sponge.
So, yes, their little eyepiece would pop, and it could be a brutal death. But see, I largely avoided that because
I apologize.
If you think about it,
it seemed relevant to the chapter.
10,400 of them, and if Gru learns that his minions are being put into trash compactors and smushed, it's war. These things make thousands of missiles a day, which I'm assuming are sold to other governments to make money, because I don't know where all those missiles go. So if they learn that, you got to find a way, like in Despicable Me 2, to change their DNA, all of their DNA, to age them. Because when Gru dies, what happens if a world leader who is just psychotic gets 10,400 minion who like making missiles and enjoy chaos. It's the end of the world. And if they know how to clone them, there will be more to be made, for more murder. So you got to age their DNA. You got to get them old. You got to take care of that. You got to think all of them, not just one of them.
You got to take them
Mark,
to that beach.
I just want to pitch one thing, right? Air Bud, only with water polo and sharks.
Whoa. Okay. Yeah, I would love to see Air Bud water polo. And then Air Bud Shark Weekend. And then Air Bud jet ski. I'm sold. Yeah, that's where you can find my stuff. It's all over. You'll find me.
Oh, I almost forgot. Oh, this chapter.
Oh, God.
58% blue. It's the second bluest chapter of the film so far, and spoiler alert, it's bluer than next week's chapter. It's very blue. The only bluer chapter was the first one, which is almost entirely underwater. So loads of underwater stuff in that first chapter. This is very blue. A lot of underwater stuff, a lot of clear blue skies, wide open ocean spaces. In contrast, this is not very deep. It is actually about half a meter above the water in total. So a lot of action on the surface and not a lot underneath. So about 1 3/4 feet. Up in the air, so yeah, almost forgot. So I got that in just under the wire.
Oh, we gotta get your graphic coming out soon. Actually, now.
I think. Next week we have nothing but credits. We have other things we're going to talk about, but I think next week we'll give the definitive deepest bluest ranking.
I am very excited
to fill out that show.
Hey, let me just say, I love the fact that you guys do this, right? This is a love letter, not just to shark movies, but to the Deep Blue Sea franchise, and it is a delight. Thanks again for letting me be on.
We're happy to have you, Kevin. Thank you for making the time, for being here, for watching all of those many terrible shark movies, and for having that definitive ranking, so that people like me, who haven't seen many, now know to avoid most of them. But it sounds like if you've got the Shallows at number 12, I think Deep Blue Sea 3 is at number 20. I think I'm just going to ignore everything below Deep Blue Sea 3.
I think that's pretty fair.
You've got Jaws 2, 3, and I think The Revenge.
We like Jaws Revenge more than Jaws 2 and 3, but that's
I've seen 2 once. But I haven't seen 3 and The Revenge.
You haven't seen 4?
We've talked, Mark. I've seen no films.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I could probably write the whole thing now because of podcasting with you for a year and a bit. There's a banana boat somewhere in one of these films. I know that much.
Ooh.
Anyway, come back next week, listeners, when we talk about the credits and other things besides, and to find out the deepest, bluest chapters. But as for this week, I have been Jake Lewitt.
I'm Mark Hoffmeyer.
And we'll Deep Blue see you next week.